Hello everyone, my name is Linda St. John. Many of you will know me as Auntie Linda. I'm the one usually who responds to your emails, and it's my privilege to be here working at the school. I remember when the email came out advising us about the possibility of the school, that it was something for me that just leapt into my heart, and I knew that I had to be part of this. So I have moved from one side of the country to the other to be here, and I offer my services in the office, doing some of the admin stuff as well as the finances and the banking. So for me, this is a extremely pleasurable job because I do love what I do, and being with the children, being with all the staff and the in this beautiful province. For me, it's been a true privilege. I just want to give you a little bit of an idea. My day would be answering emails to many of the parents. We're looking for staff right now, of course, so there's those emails that go back and forth. Working with the bank and getting the bank finances all up to date, keeping us on track and paying the bills, making sure that we know how much is spent on food, how much is spent on teaching supplies and things like that. So it's a very varied job, lots of stuff to do, lots of interaction with a lot of people. So for me, it's a pleasure every day. Sometimes it gets a bit much because it's a lot of work, but having said that, there's no problems when you work for Mother. And when you are blessed to be able to be in this situation, as I am, it's truly humbling, but it is just so joy-giving. So I'd like to just kind of reach out right now and just ask and say that we can't do this without you. It's on our website. You've seen it every time you open up our website. Without your help, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, or whether it is the fact that you send the children, I mean, that is huge. For us, it is overwhelming just how much support and how much care and how much encouragement we have received. So please, keep those dollars coming. We want to expand. We need to expand because the demand is there. We want to be able to, for each email that comes in for a child from a parent saying, is there space? Will there be space? We want to make that happen. We want to be able to welcome every child who wants to come to this school. So please, dig deep, dig often, and we thank you from our hearts for being there to be a part of this amazing journey that we're all on together. My whole life, my whole career, my working career has been in finance in all forms, all different kinds of jobs over the years. And I've also had a very successful service business for about 18 years. So this, for me, working at the DEVI school is not a hardship. It's a passion. It is something which I can bring and I can add and I can help uplift all of the others, and we can all do this as a team. For me, this is an absolute pleasure, an absolute joy, and I look forward to every day when I can come into the office and I can be with the kids and I can help out, making photocopies, you know, all the little things that the kids need, the staff needs. It's all truly a pleasure, and I love every minute of it.
My name is Aaron Rosenthal. I'm the head teacher at the DEVI school. I teach mathematics and science and world religions at the school. Essentially, we're following the Canadian curriculum, so it's a well-respected Western curriculum with all of the usual subjects that you would expect to see in a school, like history and geography, English, mathematics, science. Then we have, from that, we've added in some extra courses. One thing that we have that we're very pleased about and that we feel is very important is a world religions class for all grades. So that was including up to the seniors, the grade 10 class. And that was a wonderful opportunity. Apart from speaking to the kids about Sahaja Yoga, we also had a once a week Sahaja Yoga class. But the opportunity in a world religions class is to go a little bit deeper into the world religions, of course including a Sahaj perspective. So to look, what is the beauty in the religion, how are the religions connected to each other, in which ways and in which parts of history do they go, do they take a misstep, do they go away from the beauty of the original teacher. With the grade 10 class, it was very fun. They're a group of deep thinkers, so it became very much a philosophy class. And we were talking about some very deep subjects, and it was a nice opportunity to share about deep elements of religion. Although we're teaching all of these core subjects that you would see in any school, one of the aspects, one of the, I would say, original inspirations that I share with many of the other staff on the society who put together the school is that a Sahaj school can be much more. Just as in many things in Sahaj Yoga, maybe we're just starting to reach the potential of the vision that Mother has given us. There are wonderful opportunities in every subject, whether it's mathematics or English or history or geography, to not only teach the subject, but to really go deep into it and to find ways to incorporate a Sahaj perspective. Not in an artificial way, but really, fundamentally going deep into the subject from the spiritual knowledge that we have as yogis. So for instance, in mathematics, there was two aspects that we looked at. One is some of the mathematicians throughout history who took a very mystical approach to numbers. And we talked a bit about specific numbers and what their spiritual significance could be. We also talked about the process of mathematics and how the process of mathematics itself can bring us out of the left side, strengthen this kind of rational, logical thinking aspect of ourselves, which is really important, especially if we're a character who veers towards the left side. So we're teaching mathematics, but doing the best that we can, students and teachers together, to really go deep into the subject, following these beautiful little hints that Mother has given throughout her numerous speeches and teachings. That's something that we want to continue to focus on and grow with. We just started now, but it's been a beautiful start. Another thing from the academic side, which was a little bit, it's not in every school. There's a course that we had called Healthy and Balanced Living, which is also something a little bit out of the norm. There is a course similar to that in Canada. It's kind of a health course for kids. We changed the name a little bit, added the balanced part, and it was a very nice opportunity to talk with kids about health topics of all types in a very straightforward, direct way where the kids felt comfortable asking questions. One of the things that we feel is that we have to talk and relate to the kids as they are. There's no benefit in kind of dealing with artificialities. Everything should be good. Everybody should never think of something bad, so just assume that never happens. It's much more effective and dynamic and transformative to relate and connect to the kids where they are, what are they thinking about, what do they wonder about, and find ways to deal with that in these kind of healthy, balanced discussions with their peers and with the staff members. Science is a wonderful subject to bring deep things. I mean, for me, it's, as a science teacher, it's just what I would love, and what I try to share with the kids is the incredible beauty and inspiration we can find from nature. Everything that we're studying, whether it's ecology or physics or the laws of chemistry, there's so much beauty there. There's so much inspiration that we can take. So, yeah, we're beginning this journey. We have very high ideals, which I feel is wonderful, because we'll never have a lack of things to improve and do better next year. But it was a phenomenal year, a transformative year for myself. I can say with confidence for the other staff members, at least everyone I've spoken to in detail, and with what we've seen with the kids over just 1 year time. It's not very long. All of us were not the same people that we were when we started.
I'm art teacher and storycraft teacher at the DEVI school. And I also do private instruction here in the studio. So
how are the kids?
Oh, the kids are great. Some of the kids aren't so interested in visual art. Some of them are interested, but maybe don't have that much knowledge or experience. And then there's a couple that are quite keen. So there's a variety. All the kids seem to have enthusiasm for creativity in general. I've taught a lot of kids, Sahaj school and in ordinary kids. And it's different with Realized Souls. It's more spontaneous, it's more creative. It's the time always flies by. It's a bit hectic sometimes, but that's like any time you're doing something complicated and messy with a bunch of kids. But very rewarding, exhausting, but it's good. The private instruction is nice because, well, for one thing, Miriam Rosenthal was helping me for a while. So she's very well trained, very talented, very skilled artist. And between the two of us, we only had 6 or 7 kids at a time. So we were able to give them a lot of individual attention and set them specific projects. Whereas in the regular school class, it's, everybody working on the same project. So it was nice to have a chance to have some extra attention for some of the kids that are more oriented towards visual art.